welcome to, or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, can you tell I'm confused? I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. Here we are, part 3. Strap in. Oh, somebody went looking to see what a chocolate womble was. I do hope you didn't find a COCK womble, because you don't want to be seeing them. But yeah, the Wombles of Wimbledon, look them up. They were part of my childhood. And at Easter or Christmas they used to do like a full chocolate womble. Then they stopped and they had like little chocolate bars with a printed womble on. Wasn't the same. You want a whole, like a chocolate Father Christmas. Yeah, I used to get a chocolate womble off my uncle sometimes. An aunt. I was going to say, it sounds a bit weird, that, doesn't it? Anyway, part 3, here we go. Hello, anyone home?
And at that moment, I can picture where I was in the car too, like the point at which I was in my talking and everything. I was like, wow, no, oh, that's right. He's supposed to make me laugh. Like, all I could say was, it was fine. It was nice. It was like, it was like, yeah, it was nice. It was just nice. I wish I had saved. I started, oh, here's another one. They all like me, 180. But they have to, and in my profile.
Of course they all like you, because you're not putting up the real you.
It clearly says, I'm not a member, so don't click on like, but, they can't follow directions. So anyways, this Carl guy that I called lazy, I'm going to block him. Wonder how many you can block. The same way I don't put up with shit here, I don't put up with shit on this either. You have to really do something to win me over. And you know what? You all should think that way. Anyone who is single, you should be selective. Like yourself enough, like your company enough.
Yes, there's being selective. And then there's being, I can't think of a word, insane, deranged, whatever, to think that you're going to get fucking Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise on there. You're not. What do they say? Something your expectations? That's what you need to do. Look at, really, truly, stand in front of a full-length mirror and say, what do I have to offer this person? Can I cook? No. Am I drop dead gorgeous? No. Do I own my own home? No. You should be lucky if they've got their hair and their teeth and they can form a sentence. Honestly.
I don't know. I don't see a point in getting married. I wouldn't mind a ring.
Of course you wouldn't.
I was attracted to him, but it wasn't until, first of all, the fact that I didn't kiss him said something.
You said you didn't kiss him because you were nervous. And it had been that long that you didn't know what to do. So, I can understand that. But now you're saying, oh, you didn't kiss him because there wasn't a chemistry there or whatever.
And his voice, the voice. I couldn't. I would have been in.
You never mentioned the voice. Oh, he was this and he was that, and he went to kiss me and I shied away, and he held my hand and we hugged for ages and da-da-da-da-da, and he was really nice and we talked about this, and never once did you mention the voice. Wouldn't that have been the first thing you'd say? I thought he was cute, but he sounds like a girl.
Embarrassed to have had him on here, let's say. I would have been embarrassed for him. He can work on that, He should have gone and changed his voice. You can.
He should have gone and changed his voice. He's obviously very happy with his voice. How about you go change your fucking personality?
People do. I was watching Caitlyn Jenner, and she was talking about, she had someone come over to teach her how you can train your voice to be. No, Emily. I said he tried to kiss me and I pulled away. That's what I said. He tried to, I went to hug him, and instead he tried to kiss me, and I could tell he was going to start to open his mouth, and I pulled away and I hugged him. And then at the very end, he grabbed my face and he kissed me on the lips, and like quick, mwah, like that. Well, you don't have to rewatch it. I'm telling you. Why do you have to rewatch it? You don't have a picture, so.
Because you're a big fat fucking liar. That's why. People are cottoning on and thinking, hang on a minute, that's not what you said. That's why she wants to go back and check. Because you never tell the bloody truth. And having a picture means nothing.
You're up for suspect, just saying.
Oh, that winds me up. Up for suspect. What does that even mean? Up for suspect. You sound suspicious. I'm suspicious of you. You're up for suspect. Whatever.
And you're questioning me.
Yeah, and?
I'm telling you exactly what happened. I never said that I made out with him and kissed him. I didn't. I pulled away. I said I pulled away. But go back and watch that part, because obviously you do not take my word for it right now. So find it in that hour-long thing. Okay, go back and watch it and see. You'll see I said that. So I didn't kiss him, and that's when I knew. Like, I could not see myself in a sexual way with him. You know, the other problem was he was slight. He was maybe 5'10", 5'11".
Here's the thing, how tall did he actually say he was on his application? Did he say 5'10", 5'11"? Or did he say 7 foot? Because according to you, they all lie.
No, Ellie Mae, do not reveal those things on here. And, I mean, I don't need to know anything. You know, like, there's nothing I can do to help you or anything, really. I'm not.
Oh, God, don't be
your
asking
friend,
her for help.
so to speak. You know, I don't know you, so I think if you need to talk to somebody about it, you should find somebody that knows you in real life and cares. Yeah, Kathy, that's it. Take it or leave it. And it's funny because actually it's kind of good that I'm bringing you guys small thin fingers. Yes, Emily, but I didn't want to sound, but see, I would have let that all go if he had been charismatic. Gungar was so charismatic. This guy he called himself an introvert.
And?
I don't know. I've always gone for more serious people, but to call yourself, there were so many things that I didn't like, but I wanted an open mind. I tried to look, here's the thing. Because I don't 100% want to do this, I'm not 100% into it. I could have very easily talked myself out of it. So whenever a negative thought came, I put it aside because I feel that it's in my best interest to go out and to date. I am alone here. I want somewhat of a social life. I would like, if I could, hang on, I'm just trying to do this necklace. If I could, I would join the over 50s group like I did in California, and I started to here, but then COVID happened. So see, this whole thing, in California, I didn't really online date once. I went out on one date with onlining. This guy was a worker. He built his house, everything. Mm-mm. No, an introvert means he's like...
Do they not know what introverts are? These are the type of people that she has following her, hanging on her every word. Don't you worry that they're living amongst us?
Kind of shy and not vivacious and mellow. I'm telling you, this guy didn't even own a recliner or watch TV. He didn't.
What? Do you own a recliner? What the fuck are you going on about? You hardly watch TV. You live on YouTube.
Watch very much TV. So I could have talked myself out of it, but I feel like I need to try. So the kind of life that I want, I'm not going to get by just sitting home by myself. I want a social life. So normally, in normal circumstances, that means I join the over 50s group, and then when they have the get together at a bar, or, remember outside at that golf club in San Juan that I used to go to, and I dated people from there. I went on a couple of dates. I went to parties. I had a group of women friends, and we went out and we would meet up. And no, I don't want someone similar to Gilmore. Emily, you can't put me in a box. Yeah, Sarah, that's true. I don't want anything. So this is what I'm saying. I want a social life. Right now, I can't get one. I'm not going to a gym and wearing a mask. There are no dance classes.
You wouldn't go to a gym even if you didn't have to wear a mask. So why even mention it?
I don't know my way around here. I don't know anyone. So I'm not just going to go to a bar, Why
not? I thought you were an extrovert.
Bars, it's just, before COVID, I might have, but now it's not. Oh, sorry. It's not the same. So I'm like, well, how else am I going to meet people? Like, I had already signed up for the over 50s group. It was a group of East Coasters that lived here. I also reached out to a kirtan group because I like doing that. And all of them closed. Yes, that's what I'm going to do after COVID, but God knows when that's going to be. Yeah, I wouldn't go to a gym. And I will also want to join like some kind of dance class, like Zumba or something like that. But none of that's happening. So I was like, okay, well, maybe, what if I went on?
You want to join a dance class like Zumba or something? But I thought you had 2 arthritic knees and you could feel them and it hurt, and you can't do that anymore, and you can barely walk, but you could do Zumba. Okay.
Out on dates, and I met people that way. And so that's why I'm doing this. My goal is I'm not thinking, oh, I want to meet someone like Gungur. No, there's nothing about Gungur that I want to meet. If I wanted Gungur, I could have Gungur. I do not want him. I don't want anything like him.
If I wanted him, I could have him. Really? Could you? I don't think so. Not now.
I don't I don't think that way. I don't think, like, if someone says I have three different thoughts going. If someone says, what kind of guys do you like? I can't say what kind of guys I like. I like a lot of different. Yeah, totally defeats the purpose. COVID is killing everything. What about those poor kids who it was their freshmen in high school, or kids starting school, like kindergarten and first grade? I mean, this would have been horrible for a child like Burke.
See, that's the only reason that you're bothered about it, is because you think it would have been bad for Burke. You don't give a shit about the kids not joining school. And to be fair, kids that are due to start kindergarten, what are they going to know? It's not going to be any different. It's just going to be another year at home until they actually start school. And Zoom school is just as much fun. And I homeschooled both my kids for years and they didn't miss out on anything. So shut up.
Yeah, I can see that, Tay. My God, when you said senior center, like, because in my head, you're a 30-year-old black woman.
I must say though, I didn't think Tay was older than her, did you? That's weird. Tay and her wrench.
I mean, that would be ideal, Ellie Mae, right? But I don't know. I don't have a type I like a lot. Just kind of, I know you're not, Tay. I'm just saying that's what I think of you. COVID is killing everything. The economy, people's mental sanity, small business, social life, people's depression. It's making it worse. Everything. It's everything. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You can't go out and shop and poke your fingers in testers and drive around aimlessly because of COVID. But you're strong and you can deal with anything. I'd love to see her deal with my life. I really would. Because like whinging and fucking whining because you can't go out. Something that once in a lifetime probably, the likes of which will never happen again. You couldn't put up with it for the few months that you had to stay indoors, no.
But that was one thing that I liked about this guy. And that was that he agreed with me. It's actually in his profile. He's so adamant about the masks and not wearing them. He was like, if you are wearing a mask in your car, do not contact me. So, yeah, I could not go out with somebody that didn't vote for Trump, period. That's just how I am right now. So, I don't have a specific. The fact is, Emily, you don't know. You don't know that. I choose to think and focus on that they will be back to normal sooner rather than later. That's what I think. Right, Lolly? I know, Cracker Box Cottage, because they've scared the weak-minded. Well, there's going to be a civil war. That's what's going to happen. We all know this. That's what's going to happen. It has to happen.
Really?
So I don't know where you get your information. I use my head. I don't believe anything.
I don't know where you get your information. I use my head. Yet you make it all up in that tiny little mind of yours, don't you? Narc.
I read someone sent me something on Instagram. I also don't buy into that, and I hate it when people do that, but okay.
Don't buy into what?
Give God the glory. Okay, that tells me right away. That's the YouTube channel. The wake-up call to the world about how we're going to have this vaccine that you put on and we're all going to be chipped and all this bullshit. That's, to me, fear-mongering. I don't participate in fear-mongering. So
you don't participate in fear-mongering, yet you were just saying there's going to be a civil war.
If you don't wear a mask, you're thrown out of the store. Where do you live, Emily? What state? That sounds so violent. Thrown out of the store.
She does mean they physically pick her up and wang her out the window, you moron.
Well, you have to wear your mask in the store. I mean, just wear the mask in the store. If it says you have to wear the mask in the store, then wear it. What's the big deal?
I could ask you the same question.
Private place, just like they can.
You're the one that makes a big deal about wearing a mask. You've just sat there and said, and so Emily said, oh, they throw us out if we don't. You're like, so why not? Just wear it. Like you weren't the one saying don't wear a mask. Lord.
Refuse that if you're not wearing a shirt or if you're not dressed appropriately or you're wearing no shoes, they can say you can't come in.
I remember back in the day when my uncle's club was still an Irish dance hall, bouncers on the door wouldn't let you in if you were wearing trainers. It's all changed now, isn't it? You had to have proper polished shoes. Otherwise you didn't go. I don't think they let you in jeans either. I think the men had to have trousers. Wow. Them were the days, huh? Oh, that was a thing, while it's still on my mind. I don't know why I looked my dad up and found a new video that I hadn't seen on here. And there was some big tribute to him, and it's like, why? Why are we having a tribute? And then he got up and played with the band. And there was one point where the camera was looking at him, and he honestly looked like a scared rabbit in headlights. It looked like he was just like, where the fuck am I, or who am I? It looked like he had early dementia or something, and someone had to hold his hand walking him in. He was really unsteady on his feet, and it's like, wow, he looks so old. And from the last time I saw him to this, it's like, whoa, what happened? And I'm wondering if he's ill and that's why they were having a tribute, because he won't be out gallivanting with the band anymore. I don't know. But anyway, at the end, the bloke that was one of the hosts or whatever, he said, I've only known Barry for 2 years and I'm quite jealous of the rest of you that have known him for longer. He's such a wonderful man. And it's like, yeah, he's not the Barry I know, but anyhow, isn't it funny? As some people, you know what I mean? He's in that life over there, and they've got no clue about me and the other 8 million of us that are probably dotted about the country. Allegedly don't come for me. Stop messing with your
I have
tooth.
not seen anything in my own outings of anybody, flipping out. Yeah, and I wrote to them and I said, I don't participate in fear mongering. And I would say, Emily, to say that and put that out in the universe that, oh, it's probably going to be not for another year and for another, maybe even longer. I think that is putting that out in the universe, and I'm not going to put that out in the universe,
Oh, right. So saying that it might be another year, putting that out in the universe, that might actually cause it, so you're not going to put that out there. So wishing people dead, putting that out in the universe, that doesn't mean that it might happen then. Saying it doesn't mean it'll happen. Which rule are we going by today?
I don't think people are going to allow that, to be honest. Another year? No. Well, I wouldn't listen to your husband.
That's why you're single.
Now let's go back to why I'm not married. He sounds like a Debbie Downer. This is good, Wendy. Mm-hmm. Burke will tell his friends, take off your mask. Mm-hmm. It's going to get worse. It's going to get, in fact, this guy, the Tony, he said it's going to get really ugly. It is. It is going to get really ugly, but I think in the worst of times, sometimes you have to, kind of like things have to get really bad for change, right? And that goes with anything. So you have to get to a point, even with eating, that you feel terrible, that your health is in decline for you to do something. You have to get to a point with cigarette smoking or alcohol abuse or drug abuse that you hit rock bottom to rise. And Emily, did you see about the tents that they're letting people do that in California? And then this one woman on YouTube, they showed it. Newsom, whatever his name is, the governor is allowing a production company to set up right in the same parking lot as her.
Not commenting because I've no clue what she's talking about.
Wait, Lolly, you wear a mask and you wrote on it 99.5%.
No, it's just childish.
Not that it gets worse before it gets better. It doesn't need to get worse than what it is. I'm just saying that sometimes out of, what's the word I'm looking for? Out of tragedy comes change. I know, new scum, yeah. Because HRH said it. Have they reduced their salary? I don't think so. I want some more tea, so I'm taking you with me. Oh, Lizzie. When is Lizzie gonna come back? Okay, so this tea has been sitting here for a long time. It needs a little bit more water. No, I haven't seen I Am Legend.
I can't believe she's getting...
I don't know what that is, but...
You don't make tea with cold fucking water, you moron! What is she doing?
I say you're worrying too much. It's just as easy to think of something else happening, you know? Change your thought.
And she's putting sugar in cold water.
It is. What's it about? Okay, 2 scoops of sugar.
And she's
which is not keto.
I was just going to say, and she's eating it off the spoon.
Before anybody says, that's not keto, or is thinking that. I know it's not keto. I don't care. Oh, I don't care. I also got these mushrooms, but they're kind of weird. They were in the frozen pack from Trader Joe's, and they have olive oil, salt, and pepper. They're like, my teeth look yellow.
Stop scraping off the fork.
Actually, they're kind of good. Emily. Terrible, Wendy. Exactly.
I'll tell you what's terrible. Making tea with cold fucking water. That's terrible.
Exactly. Our cracker box cottage. But I am kind of liking these mushrooms.
Stop it. The fuck?
Emily, would you say you're a fearful person in general? I don't think that way. I think of what makes sense. To me, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, Ellie Mae, that's right. Hard for me to relate because I don't fear like that. And if I start to, which you can start to do, I fight against it. I don't like to give in to fears that, look, here it is. Here it is in a nutshell. The fact is, nobody knows anything that's going to happen. All we can do is speculate. So why choose to fear the worst? Why? That doesn't do anything. It just, all that does, fear inhibits you. Well, you don't, then don't get the vaccine. It would be a long time coming before we're forced to have a vaccine.
I can't believe that's how she makes tea. It's cold!
It hasn't sat long enough, but it's good enough. The other one was really vanilla. I'm not worried about the virus. I mean, like, I don't want to get the flu. I don't want to get COVID. I don't want to, like, I've often thought, wow, I mean, chances are I'm going to get sick again. I'm going to get the flu at some point. I'm going to have a fever and get sick at some point. You know, it's just a knock wood. I haven't been sick since last year. Remember how sick I was?
No. Why should we remember?
I showed it earlier, Kathy.
Narky pants. Everybody remembers everything about me because I'm so important, and everybody has to remember what happened. And then, do you remember how sick I was last year? No. How's Pom Pom? You remember my dog's name? That's weird. Which is it? Whatever suits the situation.
Almond coconut macaroon tea. Right, but I don't look forward to it. It's little tea bags. I take 2. And I put them in my little teapot.
And I fill it with cold water.
2 tablespoons.
Sorry, what hot water where? Where did you put hot water in that?
Sugar. Generous teaspoons of sugar. And then I let it sit sometimes overnight.
She didn't put hot water in that fucking kettle.
Right. I choose not to be afraid also. No, see, Lolly, I think we will not be forced to get it. I think it'll be like the flu vaccine. You can choose to get it or not.
You know, whatever temperature that is now, it's lukewarm. It's like a fucking tepid bath. Because she can't cope with hot things. That's not tea. Where'd she go?
Oh, you never got the flu vaccine? I usually get it every year, but I'm not getting it this year. I guess that's also why I'm kind of hesitant to go to any medical facility or anything, because that's where you're more likely to catch something. You know? You don't know that, Emily? You don't know that, Lindsay? You're speculating.
Yeah, that's what you're all doing. Speculating, having a conversation, throwing opinions about.
I don't speculate. I don't know. I want to look at something for something. The answer, the thing is, we don't know. So why speculate?
Because people are bored and they've got nothing else to talk about.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. That was just coincidence, Ellie Mae. Well, that's dumb. I guess you want the flu and COVID at the same time. You're a Pollyanna. Your name says it, Pollyanna. Who wants to be a Pollyanna?
What's wrong with being a Pollyanna? Better than being a lorry.
Yeah, Savannah, exactly. Right. Well, that's dumb. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm not dumb.
It's a matter
And I
of
won't get
opinion.
the flu and COVID at the same time. And I am smart, as are most of the people in the comments section, not getting the vaccine and not being afraid. So stay afraid. Yes, I leave my tea overnight. All right. Well, where did you hear mention? Where are you listening to your news? Don't listen to the news. Don't watch the news.
Stop messing with your tooth.
But our Crackerbox Cottage, my son is not like that at all. My son is a free thinker, and maybe a lot because of me, and he'll go think one way, and then when we talk about it,
You'll convince him to think the other way.
it makes sense to him what sounds logical. See, I'm a very logical person.
If you say so.
Right. No, Emily, I think she's saying generally. And it's not even just my opinion, it's what makes sense. See, I have this ability to, maybe a lot of you do as well, to think
really?
what sounds like Crackerbox Cottage does. What makes sense? So, like, I got this nasty comment from a very long time, actually, subscriber who I had to block. So sad. Because, and then I put it in my community page. There's no disagreements with me. That's not what this is about. So somehow people think that I'm like this anti-mask wearer. Like, occasionally I won't wear it. Occasionally, like, I won't wear it as I'm walking in the mall. I won't wear it in my car. I won't wear it outside. Because it doesn't make sense to me, right? And she had said, wait, what was my point? Wait, I'm starting to sweat again. Must be because I ate. That was a reference to a troll that's probably still watching.
See, this is what she does. She remembers everything, and then she chunters about it. And then when she switches this off, she might get a sweat on later, and she'll go, "Oh, it's probably because I ate." She never lets anything drop. It's fucking stupid.
I don't know. It was somebody that's terrified of the whole thing. Yeah, common sense. So, I know. So she was like, you need to stop listening to YouTube. YouTube is pro-COVID. YouTube is liberal. YouTube is censoring. I'm not watching YouTube to get my information. I'm also not watching mainstream news. In fact, I'm watching not a whole lot of news. I don't need to watch news to know what makes sense. None of it makes sense, right? Spout to me statistics. I've never. Says who? Says who? Where are you getting your sources from? Where are you getting your information from? There is.
Well, maybe if you watch something, you might find out where they're getting their fucking information from. Lord.
No, 100% unbiased place.
Hang on a minute, right? You don't believe the news, you don't believe YouTube. How can you, where are you getting your statistics from? How can you know? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, every day you hold your phone up and show us what the weather's going to be. How do they know? Where are they getting their information from? You believe them? See? Narcathon. Believe what suits you to believe and disbelieve what suits you to disbelieve. Unless they agree with you, they're wrong.
Exactly. It's all filtered. So you have to think for yourself. You have to be a free thinker. Right, Lindsay? Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't watch the nightly news. I mean, I don't watch any of it because I'll tell you when I stopped. I love Anderson Cooper. I think he's handsome. I just like him. But when he talked about that the president said, well, it is what it is, his version of what that whole speech was so skewed. He made it sound like Trump was like, well, it threw his hands up in the air, was flippant, and was like, well, it is what it is. And that's not how it came across. That's how he perceived it, or that was his predisposed position on how he was going to perceive it. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a liberal. And oh, good, Mackenzie. I didn't know that you had gone. Had you said goodbye? You guys, when you leave, I don't know. It doesn't show me that you've left. I don't know, Crackerbox, because I don't watch GMA. And I don't listen to those that are very pro-COVID. Like I think, oh.
Who was pro-COVID? I don't think anyone was pro-COVID.
I guess I feel sorry for them. Like I feel sorry for them that they're so afraid, that they believe what is put in front of them, that they don't think for themselves. I don't hate them or anything. I'm like, you know, it just shows you. Mm-hmm. I know. I don't want to say he's an enemy of the people, but even Andy Cohen and Bravo is all very liberal. Which I don't understand. He had it and survived fine. So why he wouldn't be taking his platform and showing people that it's not a death sentence.
It was for some.
Like, I don't understand that, you know? And I don't understand, I guess when you have tremendous amount of money like that and it's not affecting you, because all of Hollywood is pretty much into the whole social distancing type thing. I like Scott Baio. See, I listen to individual people who have the right, as far as I'm concerned, the logical perspective. And do not have an agenda. Oh, there you go, Lolly. I just said the agenda. Yeah. He does make a lot of sense. You playing with your pink pig? Show everybody. That's your pink pig.
Oh, she's got more than one toy.
That's your pink pig. Where are you?
Stop shouting, woman.
Yeah, you playing with the toy. Yeah. You want Mommy to throw it? You!
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, bring it here, baby. Uh-oh. No choking. Go get it, baby.
Throw it at Bella.
Okay. Shh. Calm down. You're okay. Oh, guys, I have to take her to the doctor for that.
It'd be nice if you did.
Yeah. Common Sense is being canceled. Okay. Oh, really? ABC executive. I feel bad for Scott because he's so passionate about it, and it's so frustrating. I wish I had called you Lolly. Not Pom Pom. What a stupid name. Mommy didn't name you. Mommy didn't name baby Goose. Bert.
I thought Pom Pom was a cool name because she was Pomeranian Poodle Cross. I think it's a brilliant name, and she looks like a little pom-pom. That was the thing. One of the TV psychologists that I follow, she's got this dog called Furpy whose tongue hangs out the side of his mouth. He's adorable. But anyway, she posted this thing on Twitter. It said, after 3 days, they realised that the rescue baby hedgehog was a pom-pom. And there was this picture of like a little bit of dog food on some newspaper and then a bobble off the top of a bobble hat beside it. It's like, yeah, that's when you need to go to Specsavers.
Did when he was little. Her real name is Pomegranate. Pom-poms.
I hate it when she does that.
Jumpy, Jew.
Do. Who does that to the dogs?
Why are you jumping so much?
Because she thinks she might get a treat.
What is this hair? We need to clip. Look at how bright-eyed she looks. Look at what Mommy did to your eyes. You can see them. Looks like she's reading the comments. You reading the comments?
And you look like a fucking serial killer. That face there.
Looks like she's reading the comments. You reading the comments? You want Mommy to read it to you because you don't know how to read? Okay, it says, the 1% wants America divided, fighting. We're easier to control that way. Then Lolly says, oh, Pom Pom is so cute. And Savannah says, so adorable. And then Wendy says, Christy Swanson said there are a lot of Republicans in Hollywood, but they don't dare come out for fear of losing their career. Rita says, so precious. You see it? You see? Winter Rose says, aw. Tay Tay, the 30-year-old black woman, says, Pom Pom, block the trolls. Pom Pom's going to block the trolls. Let me see. She just blocked them.
And you're how old?
Trisha Paytas has never voted in her life. She's just a dumb, uneducated person that happened to be able to capitalize on so many things, but she's not a brilliant businesswoman.
Oh, she's so dumb that she lives in a big house and has loads of money. That she got through her ideas, being creative and thinking on her feet. And you've got what exactly, Miss? I know everything, knows fuck all.
She's not. Because she sunk low enough to troll on purpose, and now she's trying to take it all back, but the damage was done. She cannot. She's lost all credibility. She didn't look at the big picture. She looked at the immediate picture, and trolling was what she did, not the big picture of where she might want to go. I mean, she's only 32. This YouTube thing is a...
You know how old she is. God, that's creepy.
Blip in time for a lifetime, if you know what I mean. Give her your views. Who cares? Let her. She's miserable. She's miserable. So give her her views. You know.
You're miserable.
I was watching her latest. I'm not subscribed to her, but I was watching her and Moses eat pizza, and he was trying to say how New York pizza is so good. And she was like, no, I don't think so. Oh, there's no place in New York that blew me away. We went to Olive Garden. She is so middle America. She doesn't have taste, so she doesn't know what good is.
Oh, but you do you? Eating out of Tupperware tubs, scraping your food off your fork with your teeth, picking crap off your dog's ass and continuing to eat. I'd much rather spend time with Trisha Paytas than you.
All she would do is have a kid. I mean, there's so many people that have children that shouldn't have children.
Yep, we're looking at
No, I don't
one.
think she'll ever go broke because she has her body. And her body will always sell.
Not when she's 90.
You really hope she doesn't procreate? I'll tune in a little bit because I like to know what's going on. I don't watch her entire... No, she's not. That's wrong. Super sunshine. Well, she's not sterile from an STD. Yeah, because if you don't... And then she's like, why don't you eat the crust? Well, first of all, I like Domino's, but once you've had really good pizza... But if you live in California and you grew up like what? Where did she grow up? In some middle America nothing place that she even says... And then moved to California. California is not a cultural place. It's not a place where you...
Oh, but you wanted to be there so desperately, didn't you? But you couldn't make it there, and now you'll just slag it off.
It's like it's basic. Yeah, near Chicago. Like it's and maybe she's traveled, but she's not worldly. She's not sophisticated in any way. She
Neither are
doesn't know about the
you!
Holocaust. She doesn't
I
know
was wondering
about
how long it'd be before that came up. Why should she know about it if she hasn't been told about it? Like I keep saying, you only know what you know. You know about it because you're Jewish, apparently. Why should Trisha know? Do you know about the Aberfan disaster? Lockerbie? Probably not. Not everybody doesn't know everything. You only know what you know.
fine wine and fine food.
Oh, and you do.
Yeah, but so what? So what if she got chlamydia? I have a friend that had 3 abortions. So, like, I don't say that as, I don't know. If she wants to have a child, she should have a child. You never know. It could change her for the better. My friend Maria had herpes, genital herpes.
Oh, I bet Maria's really thrilled now that you've told the entire world that she had herpes.
Well, you also didn't have a mother that she had. Her mother, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not impressed with anything about their family. There's nothing that I
Oh, really? What do you think people would look at you and be impressed about?
look at and say, oh, like there's nothing I look at with her. There's very few people that I look at and want any part of their lives. But I don't know. I just really, really, really not impressed by her. Like at some point you need, maybe you grew up like, okay, my mother is not a drinker. She doesn't know anything about drinking. My mother, I wouldn't call my mother a sophisticated person, worldly, and knows like a lot about a lot of little things that are like culturally diverse. Okay. But I still like found an interest in things that my mother would never find an interest in, like fashion, like wine. I took a wine tasting course.
Fashion. You're interested in fashion. I suggest everybody click on my channel page, and the first video that pops up is what she thought was a good fashion choice to do an outfit of the day on Instagram with. You know fuck all about fashion. And just because you did a wine tasting course does not make you a fucking knowledgeable person about wine.
Like alcohol, I know, so and so having an interest, like, okay, here it is. Okay, so Trisha does stuff for her YouTube channel. So she sings and dances. But what okay, what has she done? Maybe, I don't think she's done anything, to be honest. Like, I hate to compare it to me because I know that there are haters on there watching, and so I'm just going to compare it to me because that's all I can do, right? But I have so many interests. Like, this is the first time in my life that I basically have done not a lot, ever since I moved to California. I haven't really done anything, but like I've gone, I went fishing. I did kirtan. I did
How do you know what Trisha's doing when she's not on YouTube? I did kirtan. I went to a dance class. I did it once. I went to the drum circle. And what have you given the world?
I'm trying to think.
Exactly, because there was fuck all that. You haven't done anything to stop the clock and wow people. I gave myself and people just take.
I was just thinking about this the other day. I had a whole list of all the things and interests that I've shared with you. The traveling, I've shown you my travels. I've talked about, like, from my channel. I don't know. I've just taken you places and done things, Nobody thinks I'm not talking about now and COVID and such. But like, nobody thinks I just stay home. I've dated. I've made things. I have had all these different jobs.
No, what different jobs? Go fuck off. And what makes people think Trisha never goes out and does things? It's called a private life because you've decided to put any time you do anything of any interest up on the internet. We know that the rest of the time you're doing fuck all and you're bored shitless. Whereas with other people, it's like, oh, they're doing that for 5 minutes. I wonder what they did for the rest of the day. Because you know damn well they've gone out and done something interesting.
That's cool. I've traveled, I've moved, I don't know, I have done a lot of things. Why can't I think of any of them? Oh, well, okay, stuff that I've done before YouTube. Like I used to try out for plays.
Did you get any of them? See, most people would say, oh, before YouTube, I used to do Amdram, and I was Fanny in, what was it called? Funny Girl. And I was backing singer number 8 in such and such. I tried out for how many? How many did you try out for, and how many did you get? And that was a 5-minute wonder that you did, like all the other things. I had parrots. Where are they? They live for 70 years and you haven't got one. I know all about guinea pigs. I know all about this, that and the other. You don't. You read up on things, get obsessed with them, want it yesterday, just like Lisa, and then once you've got it or you've done it, you're bored with it and you're on to the next thing.
I've taken a pottery course. I've done yoga. I've done, I was in a chorus. I paint, yeah, I'm so bad at saying what I'm trying to say right now. Lindsay, thank you. I just have had other, and I raised a child. I showed you guys what, like, stuff that we've done. I've gone to all of his lacrosse games, his hockey, got him all involved in that.
Yeah, I don't believe it somehow.
It was like, do you remember on The Bachelor a long time ago, there was this girl that one of the bachelors liked, and he was like, so, like, tell me about yourself. Like, he was trying to get it out of her because she was just like milk toast. A Pollyanna who's still watching. Which reminds me, I'm deleting you. I don't want you to ever be able to say anything else. Where's her? Pollyanna. Did Denise leave because she thinks I was upset with her? Because she's married. Where is she?
I hope she's run and she never comes back.
Tay-Tay, find her and get her. I missed. Become like zombies. Ugh, did she? I'll get you, Pollyanna,
And your little
the
dog.
next time that you're on and that you comment. So evil. How's your son doing? Rita asked. Good. Winter Rose, if you're still on, I did explain what I did with the tea earlier. I don't do anything special. It's just tea bags. There she is. Well, that's dumb. You're dumb for commenting. Now you can't comment. Now you have to make a new name. You know what? So much good food there. Where do you live, Lindsay? You were gone. I already blocked her. Pollyanna. I don't think LA has good food options. I think New York has good food options. Boston had great food options. Like, there's no Chinatown in Tucson. That's what I'm missing here.
There's no Chinatown in Tucson, and you were just making fun of Trisha saying there was no Olive Garden.
Like, there's no place to go. It's so hard when you come.
There's lots of places to go. You just can't be bothered your ass finding them. And you can't be ass driving too far. Everything's got to be within a hand's reach. But you're so sophisticated. Why don't you take a drive out and find a little restaurant somewhere? And try something new.
From like a really great, Nevada, but not Vegas. When you come from a really great place, it's real.
Why didn't you fucking stay there then? All you've done is fucking complain. Go back. Perfect Boston.
Really hard to, I mean, like, so many people say there's no place like Boston. But I never want to go back because of the weather, so I'll suck it up with nothing to do in trade for the weather.
Well, stop fucking moaning about it then.
Like, I'm wearing a sweater. It's 46 right now. Tomorrow's going to be 61. And Boston's 34. That's so cold. So cold. Oh my God, tomorrow 34 and
Here we
sun.
go.
They're going to be so happy there's sun. Then Wednesday, cloud and 28. Then Thursday, 80% snow and 27. Friday will be a warm 30 with sun. Saturday, 34. Sunday.
We don't care! Is that what makes you feel better about yourself, looking at the shit weather in Boston? Oh, I made the right choice. Yeah, I'm sat here on my arse on my own, lonely and bored, but at least I'm not cold. Guess what? You can wear heavy clothes and turn the heating up.
Cloud, 36. Monday and Tuesday, 30 to 40% snow. Ugh. 75% humidity. Let's see, what's the humidity here? 34%. Chance of rain, 10%.
Damn. Look at that face.
Yeah. Okay, you guys. See, I seem like I'm tired, but I'll never be able to fall asleep. Lizzie's leg has been pressed up against the glass in this weird position. He's asleep now. Look, I'll try and show you. Ugh, don't want all four seasons. Who the hell cares about all four seasons? Wait, you guys sleep?
No.
See, he's sleeping.
Leave him alone then.
Lizzie Dragon, you sleepy. Can't even see him breathe. I hate it. Hey, no. Oh, okay. Good night, Ellie Mae. Thanks for being here. Look at this, just constant. Oh my God. All right, everyone. You're not in the right section. Take a screenshot and show me the home page that you see. See, not say. Bella, go lie down.
Leave her alone.
Okay, I'm going to go, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And we had a good discussion. And I just felt like I don't know, getting on and doing it. Join my Patreon if you want to see the fried chicken, which you saw a little bit, but how I cook it, it's really not anything but, you know. Ooh. Hi, baby.
She yawns a hell of a lot for someone who says she can't sleep, doesn't she? If she went to bed now, I dare say she'd sleep.
Hi, baby. You smiling? Okay. I want to see how long she'll kiss me if I let her. You want to give mommy kisses?
Stop tormenting the poor animal.
Just 3. With a little baby tongue. What? There's nothing here. No, there's nothing. I don't know what you want. There's no food. There's no food. You want mommy to hold you? Okay. Oh, yeah, you got it back. Okay, I gotta go help her. I'll talk to you guys later.
Don't say goodbye, just switch off. I've got to go and do something else now. Well, we got to the end. Woohoo! And if you got to the end with me, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.